A wise man once said, "Any fool can fast, but it takes a wise man to break a fast." Namaste. My name is JuiceDas, and today I want to take you on a different journey. So it's been now 65.5 hours, you could say, since I've been dry fasting. So this entire weekend, I was not eating and not drinking anything. Right now, also, I'm on a juice cleanse as well, but every weekend I go on a dry fast. So, what does that what does that mean? Because some people are not aware about what is dry fasting or even fasting. So, fasting is not to what fasting means is literally to cover your mouth, right? So, normal fasting or water fasting, what people usually do is when you are consuming water and you're not eating the food, so you're getting 0 calories, so to speak. So when I'm drinking juices, I'm doing juice cleansing. I'm not doing water like juice fasting. I'm doing juice cleansing. That is the correct way of saying it. So what does it mean when you do water fasting is that you are not because I'm not having the juices. I'm only having water, right? But this weekend, what I did is I did 65 hours of dry fasting. So which means that I did not consume any juice or any water as well. So this Friday there was a heavy storm that happened, and then there was no power. So I finished my juice quite early. I finished my juice at 4 p.m. and right now it's 11:30. So in 4 hours it would be 72 hours or 3 days of not having any sustenance, not consuming anything. During this time also was silent as well, which means which what you call is I'm doing vipassana as well. So what I was doing during this time, some people might ask. So I was just resting, right? So I give entire weekend, all of the time in the weekend, I was giving not for entertaining myself, not for traveling or what you call it, or watching movies or traveling, going somewhere and exercising or things like that. I was just resting. No, why would I do that? That's a good question as well. Is because it's when we are not using the energy for any of the worldly activities, so to speak, we can dedicate that energy for healing. So I want to dedicate more energy for healing because I'm going through some deeper cleansing. And when I'm doing juice cleansing, for example, I already dedicate lots of energy not in digesting of the food, but in eliminating all stuff, like rehydrating and eliminating all stuff that is stuck within the system, that is sitting mostly inside your colon and your small intestine as well, in your digestive tract, so to speak. So I removed lots of this energy consumers throughout this weekend, so that I could use more of that energy for healing and elimination as well. So how am I feeling? That's one good question to answer. Is that right now I feel a little bit weak, even though I have lots of enough, not lots of energy, but I have enough energy to shoot this video and to talk and to do many different things. Like if I need to, I can find that energy, but the energy is scarce. Well, the reason why is that is because, especially during this particular moment between, like you could say, after 2 days to between 2 days and 3 days is when you're switching your fuel sources. So my carbohydrates inside my body, or glycogen inside my body, is running low, and at the same time, my my body is switching towards consuming fat for fuel source, right? So if I continue on fasting, what will happen is that I will start burning fat instead of carbohydrates. So what I noticed that fasting up to 3 days, it doesn't really make you lose much weight, because you are mostly running on carbohydrates that are stored within your body, and then whenever you eat, your carbohydrates refuel itself. So you can have up to like around 2,000 calories of carbohydrates within your system, or glycogen. And when you stop eating, you have those 2,000 calories available for you. What that means that it's around two days of energy that is that you have within your body that you can use for different activities. After that, you switch to fats, right? So I'm not trying to lose any weight per se. I am just trying to put more energy for healing. So even though right now I'm not feeling very good, as soon as I have the juice, which is gonna be in next 15 to 20 minutes, I will be I will refuel my energy really quickly because the carbohydrates or simple sugars, they are very easy to absorb in the system. So what I will have, you will see later in the video. But in this video, also I want to share how I'm breaking my fast, and also I will share how I'm feeling after breaking the fast. So stay tuned, and yes, if you have any questions, we'll go more in depth later. But for now, I think we'll cut it here. And yes, I will now go ahead and show you how I'm breaking my fast. So how I'm breaking my fast, and then after that, like we'll share some how I'm feeling after breaking the fast, because you will see, you might notice a difference between now and later when I already have my first juice. Right. See you later. Yo, your boy JuiceDas here. I'm in the kitchen right now, and yeah, I wanted to show you how the fridge looks like. And even down here, more watermelons. So these are watermelons. It's one of the variety of watermelons. And so as you can see, there is, well, nothing in the fridge except water and watermelons. So what we'll do, we'll grab one of these, put it here on the cutting board, cut it, and then juice it. So I've been doing this for many years. I have so much experience of cutting watermelons that I don't think many people will catch up with with me ever. All right. So I know how to do it the easiest way. That is, takes the least amount of time, energy, effort, and creates the least amounts of mess. So first you cut off the ends, then you peel it. Right, remove everything unnecessary. Right, and it's good to have cutting board that is slightly higher than the tabletop, and then they have the plate on the side, like this. And everything just drops on the plate. Then you make two cuts like that, two cuts like that. Boom! Look at this beauty. So we made around 1.8 liters of juice, as you can see here. So I'm not gonna drink from these cups. I have my special cup, you could say, that I drink from, and I really, before I used to drink very abruptly, but right now I'm drinking much more in a classy way, you could say. Yes. So I will change the angle of the camera now, and then we will be on our way to drinking it. Now I will bless this juice and also send blessings to whoever is watching as well. And then I will drink it and enjoy it. All right. Oh, ooh, 68 hours, guys. Cheers. Blessed to. Blessed to another fast. In 1 hour, since I had that juice of like 1.8 liters, for you, this moment must have come very quickly. For me, it's been quite some time, and yeah, feeling great. The energy is back, and it's amazing how quickly your body can shift from one mode to another mode. And yes, not only that, but also I had a very nice elimination. So I went to the toilet, and just before that, I was feeling that there is something like you could say wants to come out, but it was nothing was coming out. But then with all of this juice, it's after around half an hour of after drinking that juice, I went to toilet, and then yes, lots of stuff came out, which was smelling quite bad, you could say. And yes, and it was quite a lot of it as well. So even though I'm not having any solid food for the last, it's been like 112 days, I believe. It's more than 110 days. I know that. More than 110 days of juicing, there is still this solid waste that's coming out, and uh, that's why you want to be juicing. That's why you want to eliminate all of these things, because it's all of that nasty stuff now should not be inside our bodies. That is one thing that's for sure. And yes, and usually after what happens during dry fast, you reduce the eliminations, or or they stop completely, and then after dry fast, like there's extra eliminations that you're having. Some more nasty stuff comes out as well. So it's very good to combine juicing together with dry fasting like that, and that's what I'm doing right now. Every weekend I'm doing at least one day of dry fasting, but most of the days I was doing like 2.5 days, or you could call it close to 3 days, like that, around 64 to 68 hours each Sunday, or sometimes Saturdays. This time it was Saturday and Sunday, but usually Sunday and Monday I would be doing it. But right now there is, because I have other plans for Mondays. I have some meetings for Mondays, so right now skipping Mondays and doing it on Saturday instead. So it's been great, and many people say that, like, after having the juice, my eyes become much more bright, and there is they start shining. So maybe you can notice that as well. But as you can see, I'm still alive, still fine, like, after having nothing for close to 3 days. And this is not the longest I did as well. It was 7.5 days that I did the longest, and those 7.5 days were really tough, but at the same time very rewarding as well. So during the dry fast, maybe the energy was low, maybe I was feeling not so great because of the cleansing. But right now, after having all this juice again, I'm feeling great, feeling amazing, and yes, so it's worth it each time, and then each time it gets better and better as well. So I think we'll wrap it up right here, and I'll give you a closer look to my eyes. And namaste, guys.